Okay, that was so cool. So cool. But so impossible to review without spoilers. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week and movie reviews here at the weekend. So what you are getting today is a bonus movie review. It's dark, so as you can tell, I am literally just back, literally walked into the house from seeing Spider-Man No Way Home, and so I am bringing you my review of Spider-Man No Way Home. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free. I will attempt to create a Marvel movie review playlist because I have reviewed them all. So in case you are wondering on my general stance on am I Spider-Man fan or not, yes I am, you can check out that playlist. But yes, I thought I would just share my thoughts with you as soon as I've seen it, but it contains like massive spoilers, so this is going to be a spoiler free review. So we're going to talk very generally about the film. As you can tell from the intro, it was very cool. I'm buzzing. If you saw my Eternals review, you will know that my sort of problem with Eternals was that it didn't give me this like buzzy, adrenaline fueled feeling, and that's why it didn't just kind of, you know, it was a 4 out of 5 stars for me, or a 7 out of 10 or something. Well, I suppose that would make it 8 out of 10. I do teach maths. Yes, I do. It's true. Yeah. Whereas I left this one just buzzing, and I've watched the previous Marvel films almost entirely in American cinemas, and American audiences are known for being slightly more vocal than British audiences in some ways, and this was quite a vocal audience. I know it's opening day and it was, you know, it was a full screen, but yeah, it was quite a vocal audience, and so all I can gather is that everyone else had this buzzy feeling that I have as well. There were certain moments where people cheered, people all clapped at the end, which was amazing. I don't think I've had that in a UK cinema at all before. I've had it in US cinemas for most of the Marvel films, and then when I saw Dreamgirls, people clapped at the end of Dreamgirls. Did people clap at the end of Cats maybe as well? I don't know. But yeah, so it was interesting that the audience had that response as well. Also, 2.5 hour film. I was just like locked in for those 2.5 hours. It was an impressive film. I laughed a lot. I cried a bit. I felt there was a point where I felt like I should be crying and I didn't. But that might be just because I knew something else was going to happen. I don't know. But yeah, I cried a bit and I was kind of just wowed by the whole spectacle of it. Yeah, the way they write this, like, it's good writing. It's good quality writing. I really enjoyed the storyline and I really enjoyed the way it was crafted. And me not being a fan of Doctor Strange and the things that Doctor Strange does, you know, being a wizard with a cape, magician, whatever you want to call it, I really enjoyed him in the film as well. That's not a spoiler. He's in the trailers. Obviously, I enjoyed Tom Holland, and I love the way the characters of Ned and MJ are just these kind of like sidekicks to Spider-Man, Peter Parker, in just so many ways. They are his sidekicks on so many levels, including kind of comedy timing. They can be the punchline, he can be the punchline, and when they're on the screen all together, or even if it's just like Spider-Man and MJ or Spider-Man and Ned, they're just fantastic. They crack me up. They give me the feeling, and you get that same kind of feeling as like when you've watched like a high school TV show, like harking back to watching Saved by the Bell. You get that same kind of feeling watching them interact, because they are high schoolers. Only in this film, they're dealing with college applications, so we've got that extra level. I always like when I get a YA book and they're dealing with going off to college as well. So I like that aspect of the film. Visually, it's very pleasing. I did see this in Dolby, and so the vision and the sound was excellent, and it was, you really got the difference in the sound in different places. There was a lot of time where we were, obviously, it being Spider-Man, we were sort of flying through the air, and there was time where there was multiple voices in different places, and that really worked well in the Dolby screen. So my bubbling down, we'll do it right now rather than waiting until the end, my bubbling down to should you see this on the big screen or should you wait? No, you knew it was going to be a yes, you should see this on the big screen, but yeah, see it on the best quality screen that you can. I would love to be able to go and see this in IMAX. I'm, sort of looking now, I was looking like, can I make this happen? Where is there an IMAX screen that I can go to? I think there's one at a Cineworld, but I have Limitless for Odeon and gift cards for Odeon. But yeah, I went into this with no expectations. I've seen obviously trailers for it, having watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, having watched Eternals, and so yeah, I went in with zero expectations. Even people's conjectures about what was going to happen, I hadn't sort of paid an awful lot of attention to it because I really wanted to go in sort of fresh and not knowing what was going to happen, a bit like how I went into Black Widow. And so it was wonderful to be able to see it on opening night with no expectations, because it was able just to blow me away. And you can see literally how much I'm buzzing. I thought the way that they crafted the storyline, the way that they gave so many sort of Easter eggs and nods back to other films involving these characters was just brilliant. I think that you don't necessarily have to know the history of the MCU to enjoy this one the way you might do an Avengers movie. I feel like an Avengers movie, you kind of need to be part of that, like part of the club kind of thing to know that. I know I went to see Avengers Infinity War without having ever seen another Marvel movie, whereas I think you could go and see this one just on its own merit, because it's got that humour in there, it's got that heart in there, and it's visually very pleasing. The sound is very pleasing. There's good soundtrack. I like the animation on the credits. Like, that's something that I take away from there. And I did enjoy the mid-credit scene as well. Not going to spoil it, not going to say what it was about. You'll know if you're going to see this one. You kind of look up beforehand whether there is going to be a mid-credit scene, but with a Marvel movie, there's going to be something, possibly mid-credits and end credits, possibly just mid-credits, possibly, 2 mid-credits. But yeah, that one was also very good, and I did enjoy that. But I enjoyed the animation in the credits too. I just thought that the film did justice for the fans. It did justice for fans of superheroes, and it also would be an excellent film to watch even if you were just maybe going with someone who was a Marvel fan and you weren't. It's an accessible film. It's definitely accessible. You will find something in there to enjoy. I mean, watching Tom Holland be Spider-Man with all the kind of innocence and humour that he has is always a treat. And so I highly recommend it. Use your cinema going money to go and see it this week, or wait until the crowds have died down. Please don't shut the cinemas. Like, I want people to be able to go and see this one in the cinema. I just think that I am going to try and see it again. I would love to see it in IMAX, because I know parts of it were filmed in IMAX, and normally my rule is, if it's been filmed in IMAX, I will go and see the IMAX version. But yeah, I don't have easy access to an IMAX right now, so maybe I'll try and make it happen. My birthday's coming up. Maybe I could ask to go and see it in IMAX for my birthday. Maybe we'll do that. It's very exciting. But yeah, highly recommend. Almost wishing that I'd just booked another showing for straight after my showing. Almost. But I was hungry. I would like to eat some dinner now. See, I'm filming this even before that, so you get my buzzy feeling. I really enjoyed it. It's very good. I can't really find a lot of fault with it. And I think that I deserve, all the likes and comments for making this entirely spoiler-free while still reviewing it fully for you. I will be back with my regular movie reviews at the weekend, and I will be back with my weekly vlog for you tomorrow. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification button. I will try and create that Marvel playlist for you soon, and I will leave it in the end screen. And I think that's all there is to say. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you with my vlog tomorrow.